Hello friends, Mark Holmes here reporting live from Quantico, Virginia, home of the Marine Corps Museum. And behind me, isn't she beautiful? The Vought Corsair, made famous by one happy Gregory Bowington. That's right, Major Bowington put together a group of 27 fighter pilots that were misfits, malcontents, guys that supposedly were about to be kicked out of the military. But together, they became one of the fiercest fighting fighter squadrons in World War II in the South Pacific, with over 203 planes either destroyed or damaged, with 97 confirmed kills. I like to think of my Dallas Cowboys as black sheep. Let's try that again. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and it's been a long ass day. And I got to tell you, I didn't think it was ever going to end. I apologize. I'm late to start the stream, and I'm just worn out. It's literally been a 14-hour work day, and, they always tell me don't quit your day job. I thought about not doing the live stream tonight, but I just couldn't let you guys down. And I also had to come in here because I got this in the mail from, I'm not sure, I think, God, sorry, my brain is literally completely fried. God, how about them Cowboys? I believe is who sent me this, and I have no idea what it is. It's, shakes around a bit, but I wanted to do this live stream at least for a little while, just so that way we could open this together, because this isn't for me, this is for all of us together. So we're gonna open this up and see what it got. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Apologize for being late. This is gonna probably be a little bit short because I am literally just worn the F out. I didn't have a chance to even check the waiver wires today to see what's been going on with the Dallas Cowboys, so I'm not really prepared. I mean, I know we didn't have any OTAs today or much else going on, and you can see I'm so weak that I can't even hardly open up this box. But here we go. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's see. Let's open this up. I'm not sure exactly what it is. At least I got it right side up. Oh. Are you kidding me? Wow. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys fan cave where there's no off season. This couldn't fit any better. I mean, there has not been an off season with our Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Thank you very, very much. You guys basically almost want to make me want to cry, man. I've got a person out there who is actually working on a theme song for me, who's hopefully going to have it up sometime soon. I've got another person who's working on an intro for me. So it's kind of cool because all of us are kind of doing this thing together. And let me give some shout outs to you guys. Blue Stars, Floyd, Sarah. Sarah, you're always here. Corey Bacon, Scott Pooney, Blue Stars, Jesse J, Funk, Cotton, Chris, Corey, and this is really cool. So I've got to figure out exactly where I'm going to put it. I might have to take Zeke out of there and put it over here, or put it upstairs on the main door, but it's definitely going to go. What's happening, Maximus? Hey, not too much. It's been kind of a long week. I think I've put in about 60-some hours working, and one thing I do know for sure is Joe Boo needs a refill, and I think I could use one after this week. Oh, my, Jeremy. Dude. You can't be doing that, man. I didn't even bring any money down here. $75? Dude. 70. Dude, okay, Jeremy. This one's for you, buddy. Wow. Damn, Joe Boo. Don't leave any for anybody else. Okay, well, I'll have a half shot for you there, Jeremy. Thank you, man. That is definitely going into the kitty for the Joe Boo's Man Cave, mobile man cave. Go, Jeremy. This one's for you, buddy. Up your butt, Joe Boo. Mm. Joe Boo, you might just need a refill, buddy. Um, like I said, you guys, man, you guys have just made my day because it has been a rough, rough day. We had all kinds of problems at work and trying to get this stuff together because we had a deadline where stuff had to be done, and we're waiting for this to come in. We're waiting for them to do that, and we just had to get it done. And yeah, Joe Boo's tired from watching me work all day. You got that right, Sandman. Um, Jeremy, dude, that's I don't even know what to say on that, man. I mean, damn. I tell you what, you guys that are doing all these super chats to these big amounts of money and all that, I honestly wish you would just get a shirt or shot glasses and stuff like that because I feel like I need to earn what you guys are doing. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is great and all that, but you know, at least get something, man. So, wow, I just don't even know what to say. Um, yeah, Jeremy, everybody loves you, buddy. Can we talk football now? Yes, Cotton. I tell you what, you give me the subject that you want to talk about. I was saying that our Dallas Cowboy defense is going to be the key to the Cowboys making a run for the Super Bowl. For the last 4 or 5 years, it's been basically the offense helping the defense. Well, it's time for payback. We need our defense if we're going to make a run because our offense is always a top 10 offense. We need our defense to help out the offense. Zach, I tell you what, man, I'd love to be in Hawaii right now, man. I've been there twice or maybe 3 times, and I would love to go back. But our defense needs to help out our offense by getting more turnovers. And like I was telling you guys, our defense, we got 20 turnovers, which isn't bad. It's not good. But we need to get about 25 at least next year. And it looks like my stream is actually frozen up tonight. So kind of like me, it's kind of a little rough. We also need to get over that 40 sack a season mark. We haven't been there since 2011. And if we can finally get over those 2 humps, how about how about them Cowboys? You're late to the show, buddy. Dude, you're awesome, man. Let me hold it up on the Joe Boo camera here. It looks like my stream has completely froze. Let me do some adjustments here because it's kind of froze up. I didn't have a chance to actually set this up before I got on here, and I was only going to come on for a few minutes. Ultra fast. Let's go to ultra fast and buffer size 2500. Okay. One other thing I learned that I'm going to need to do. It's great that I have a better. Holy shit! What is wrong with you, dude? Another $50? Mike, Jeremy is. Dude, you had to hit the lottery. Wow. It's not frozen? Okay, it's frozen on my end. Oh, okay. All right. So at least on my stream's fine. Okay, forget it. I'm just kind of out there. It's just one of those days. Here's how crazy today is. I know we're going to get back to football. Okay. I work in Washington, D.C. on the mall. Okay. It's beautiful. I love going there first thing in the morning, seeing all the museums, and I literally feel part of the museums. You know, I'm in the Smithsonian Castle, built in 1850. You know, I'm down at the Hoshorn Museum, the big circular art gallery and stuff. And I'm doing things that you won't know that I've been there, but literally thousands of people will go past. So I love actually the work. But here is what drove me crazy. Is the freaking parking in D.C. Now, it used to be on Jefferson Street. You could park there for 3 hours, no charge or anything like that. So now, starting Monday, they've got meters there, so you get to start paying. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I understand that. But today, they end up going through and literally gave everybody on the block a ticket because they said that parking doesn't start until 10 o'clock. Everybody's been parking there for years at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Yet today, the last day before we start having paid meters, they're going to hit everybody for another $40 ticket. So it's just kind of like, shit. So it's one of those things that just happened. So the day just kept going over and over and over like that. So when I get down here and it looks like it's freezing up, I'm like, oh, I didn't buffer it right and all that. But anyway, back to the Dallas Cowboy defense. If we can get to 40 sacks a season, along with 25 or more turnovers, and keep them down on our side. We don't want to be like Eli Manning and end up having 1,000,000 turnovers. If we can do that, it will be that much easier for our team to make a big run to the Super Bowl. Flat out. Because those things are game-changing things that happen. And as much as I've liked Brandon Carr, I've actually had Brandon Carr in my car. It's a true story. He ended up coming to D.C. for a youth symposium for United Way. You won't find a person who gives back more than Brandon Carr. But with that being said is, Brandon Carr wasn't a playmaker. He was a good cornerback, but he wasn't a playmaker, a guy that changes games. Deion, as much as I don't like Deion Sanders, playmaker. He's going to get pick plays. Richard Sherman, he's a playmaker. He's a guy that's going to make some noise, get in people's faces, and get into their heads. Playmaker. We didn't have those kind of guys on our defense. We didn't have the guys that are making the spectacular plays, in crunch time. We weren't having the guys that are making the big sack going down the stretch like against Aaron Rodgers. And that's what we need. Now, I'm sitting here, and I actually meant to do a video on this, but I haven't had a chance to pull up the highlight stuff. I've been working so much. That Green Bay game is still stuck. Oh, my God. I got Jeremy. Jeez, oh, flip. Dude, stop, man. At least ask a question, dude. Oh, wow. I am literally speechless. Wow. Wow. That Green Bay game. That was a game that we should have won. There were so many different things that we could have done differently that I think we would have had a different outcome. And it's one of those things that had we done just maybe one of these things differently, it would have been a win. I think we changed the game plan, deciding to go deep passing, which was great. Dez had one of his best games of the season. Dak Prescott, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Great game for him. But you got away from what got you there. And that was truly pounding the rock. We'd been down in games before. We were down 14-0 against San Francisco, but we didn't stop running the ball. We kept pounding the rock and getting back in the game. And that was the problem we had in this game. We left Aaron Rodgers too much time to go downfield because that guy is always going to go downfield and make plays. So that's one of the big mistakes. The second big mistake that I think that the Cowboys made was putting DeMarcus Lawrence back in there and Morris Claiborne, because both of those guys were coming back from injury. They literally had not played for, Morris Claiborne, 10 weeks? DeMarcus Lawrence was kind of a shell of himself. He had the 1 sack for the season. But we started both of those guys, and Morris Claiborne, hands to the face, 15-yard penalty on a 3rd and long. Got injured. Wasn't effective at all. DeMarcus Lawrence, same thing. So had we played with the guys that had been playing, maybe that defense would have played a little bit better than what they did. But that's another one of those mistakes. Then we had the coaching mistakes where we spiked the ball on 1st down in that last drive and then proceeded to throw the next 2. And if you watch the Super Bowl, this is a true story. I'm sitting up there in basically disbelief of Atlanta being way up. And as New England started coming back, I turned to my wife. I said, they're pulling a Dallas Cowboys. She said, what do you mean? I said, they're going to lose this game. I said, they're continuing to pass the ball, and they're going to let them back in the game. And even down to that last drive, second down from the 32-yard line, you run the ball 2 times, kicks field goal, you're up 2 scores. What do? Kept passing the ball. Matty Ice gets sacked, knocked out of field goal range, and the rest is history. And that's the kind of mistakes that I worry about. Oh, my God. Mike. Jeremy, is this like your mother's money or something like that? I mean, do you have your mother's credit card or something? Somebody else's? Dude, this just ain't right, man.
You know what it is? Today was payday because Friday.
I had a minus. Keep up the good work. I had a men's. Okay. Good night, man. Dude, thank Jeremy. Jeremy, though. $165, man, dude. That's unbelievable. Thank you, man. I don't have any money to put down in here, but I'm gonna put an IOU in there, and it will get in there, man. Thank you. Wow. He'll burn it off. Well, the whole, don't let me start talking about Odell because I'll have the trolls in here talking about how I am obsessed with them. But I talk about Odell because everybody puts him up here on this pedestal. You see him on all these commercials where he talks about greatness and everything else. He gets the big shoe endorsement deals. And yet, here it is. He doesn't show up for training camp. For OTAs. The things that he does and gets away with, if we had a cowboy doing that kind of stuff, oh my God, there would be no way in the world that we would get away with it. We do anything, we are condemned for it. But yet, it's still kind of quiet about Odell. Because most people are kind of like, yeah, well, he's kind of holding out for a better contract. He's only paid $1.9 million this year, but yeah, that's the rookie contract. Dak Prescott's only getting paid $650,000. But you know what? His behind's been at practice every single day. He's been working out all off season, and not with Johnny Manziel. He's been working out with his team. Yeah, Sandman, I saw that email about Herm Edwards is basically picking anybody but the Cowboys for winning the division. And that's cool because the problem is it seems like whenever everybody picks the Cowboys, that's when we usually have the most problems. So I'm okay. What's up, Victor? Glad you're in the house. Floyd, Oren, Mike, Jack. Yeah, Edwards wasn't a former Eagle player, and Eagle and Steelers player. Jamal, Marcus. Well, here's the thing, Marcus. They're still doing homework on Darryl Washington, and there's no real rush for him. I mean, the guy has actually been out of football for the last 3 years. So they're probably waiting around to see who else may be. We don't hear about who else may be available because you're going to start seeing a bunch of guys that are cut. And it is kind of funny, Jason, that you bring up Taco because it's been kind of quiet about Taco, and I'm wondering if he's not looking as good as they hoped in practice because DeMontre Moore has actually been taking some first-team snaps, as well as DeMarcus Lawrence has been looking really, really good. And if DeMarcus Lawrence can get himself back in shape and stay healthy and can play like he did 2 years ago, oh, man, we'll have a hell of a rotation, and that's what we truly need. That is where we're going to be able to improve the most because – our offense can't do much more than what they did. We averaged, 28 points a game last year. You can't do much more than that. You had the Rookie of the Year quarterback. You had the rushing champion. You got the best offensive line in football. You're not going to be able to do much more. However, that defense can. And when you take a look at, say, the New York Giants, whose offense was pathetic, 28th in the NFL, yet they played pretty good because they had a good defense. Even though they had Eli Manning, who was a turnover machine, they led the league, I believe, in turnovers. That defense is what kept them in there. And if you look back at the New York Giants Super Bowls, yeah, Eli Manning got an MVP, but he didn't deserve it. It was the defense that did it for him. And it wasn't their cornerbacks that did it either. I challenge you guys to name some of the cornerbacks that the Giants had in those last 2 Super Bowl runs. You can't. It was the defensive pass rush that frustrated Tom Brady, flat out. And that's where we need to be. If we can get that defensive line really rolling and getting those sacks, hey, watch out. This team can go all the way. If we don't, I'm afraid it's going to be a long season. Zeke's not well, yeah. Zeke's not overweight. He's still beastly. So I wouldn't worry too much about Zeke with that offensive line. He'll be okay. Hey, there you go. I cannot pronounce that name, but the war is one in the trenches, and I am truly a person who loves the offense and defensive line. Thank you, Juan. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. I apologize tonight, guys. I literally got home 45 minutes ago. My wife made me a wonderful salad for dinner, so I'm trying to lose a little weight because I'm getting kind of fat. And I scarfed that down real quick, came down just so I could live stream because I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys the newest edition for the Man Cave, thanks to How About Them Cowboys. And it's a Cowboys fan cave where there's no off season, and I couldn't think of anything that is more fitting. Oh, somebody finally noticed Joe Boo's hair. I try and throw a curveball every now and then just to see if you guys are watching. And I was waiting for somebody to see if they noticed Joe Boo's hair. So, yes, I'm glad that is you did notice it. So we just got a little bit wild here to see what it looks like. I kind of like it, to be honest with you. Well, you know what? A few extra pounds on Zeke, I don't have a problem with because that way you can take a little bit more pounding, and you might end up pounding the rock a little bit more with him with a few extra pounds. Remember, there have been a few beefy running backs. I mean, take a look at Jerome Bettis. I think we'll be okay. I like the O-line and D-line because that's what I wear. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get through some of these questions. They're kind of rolling through kind of quick again, and I've kind of lost a few of them. Play not to wear. Kellen Moore. Well, right now he's the backup quarterback. The Cowboys are still trying to bring in some guys and see if they can find that camp body and third-string quarterback. So far, I don't think they've really had found the guy that they want. Social sanity. No, there's not a problem with Zeke's weight. Okay, we'll stroke his hair for more luck. Okay, Felix. Felix. No, everybody stop worrying about Zeke's weight, man. I'm overweight, okay? Alan, thank you, man. Damn. And I think I was thinking about not coming on tonight because of being at work so late. Tony Romo is our back. Yeah, I've said that before about Tony Romo. Definitely, if Dak were to go out for any length of time, I can guarantee you that Tony Romo would be back on the roster. Where do I see Dak improving at? I think what you're going to see with Dak is first part of the season. I think they actually dumbed down the offense a bit because he really did not have that much work in the offseason. As we know, in OTAs last year, basically he'd get 2 reps in practice. Can't learn a whole lot in 2 reps, and he was the third-string quarterback. So the beginning of the season, they kind of kept it more of a short passing game. But what you noticed is they started opening it up more towards the middle and late part of the season, where you started to see all of a sudden Dak and Dez kind of getting along, getting better down the field and stuff, and Dez really coming along. And I think that's where we're really going to see him improving. The other thing I definitely already see that he's improving on is literally taking control of the team and letting everybody know, this is my team and this is what we're going to do. And that attitude that he has, I think is going to be a winning formula that people will follow and will run into a brick wall literally for him. And that's what you want in a leader. You want a guy that gets along with everybody. And this isn't a knock on Tony Romo or anything like that, but Tony Romo, he was the quarterback of the Cowboys. He was kind of like Mr. Hollywood and everything else. And from what I've heard, I'm not in the locker room, although I wish I were, that Tony Romo had his guys that he kind of hung out with and things. So there was other guys that, you might not ever see Tony Romo having conversation with. But from what I'm told, you will see Dak talking to Lucky 1 minute, and he'll over by Orlando Scandrick's, locker the next minute. It's not, we're offense, so we're not, going to communicate with the defense. He is there with everybody, and that's a sign of leadership, get to know everybody. And the thing you have to like about this team is when you see Dez out there, with Sean Lee, cutting up with the interview, or you see Dak and Zeke throwing M&Ms at each other and stuff like that, or with them working with the high school yesterday on their day off, with the high school kids and stuff like that. These guys get along and generally like each other. I can't think of anybody that we have heard about that there's been a problem with getting along. That, to me, is a sign of a good team. You don't want to hear about fights in camp and, this guy not getting along. Of course, there's going to be hiccups, and you understand that the Dallas Cowboys are under the microscope, that anything that happens is going to get blown out of proportion. Dak goes out to a club, we're going to hear about it. Yet other guys can do the same thing, and it's nothing, no big deal, So you got to understand that the Dallas Cowboys, everything is to the nth degree. Well, I think Dak can definitely have a better year. The thing I think that is really good, and a lot of people will say, oh, we should have gotten rid of Terrence Williams and, and things like that and upgraded this guy and that guy. But I think you're actually better off having the guys than bringing in somebody that you don't know. One, Terrence Williams signing a contract that he did, basically taking $16 million for 4 years, that's peanuts. That's chump change. To get somebody of his caliber would have cost you $7-8 million easily, and then he's got to learn your system. Okay, so you've got that guy who is hungry, and he looks at the team as, this team is going someplace. I want to be part of it. These are my guys, and if he's got that kind of attitude to stay there for less money, then this means it's personal to him, and he's going to go balls to the wall to play well. He's going to give it your all because he's already literally giving up money for this team. You look at guys like Dez Bryant, who acts like a little kid now, who's excited about playing. That dude is ready to play tomorrow. You look at these guys that after practice, they're not going home. They are still working out, hanging out, shooting hoops, and doing stuff together. They can't get enough of each other. And so when they get to training camp and get to this season, it's going to be, I'm not doing this for me and my contract. I'm doing this for the guy that's next to me, my teammates. And that's the one thing that you have to feel great about. And this is, like you said, Aisha, it's a young team. And you're right. We only have 5 guys. Now that Tony Romo has retired and some of the other guys, basically you've got Witten, Father Time. You've got our snapper is over 30, and Bailey I don't think is over. Carroll is 30. Sean Lee I think is 30. But everybody else, they're young. Your offensive line, they're young. So this is a team that's going to be able to grow together and be together for the next few years and stuff. So, yeah, I agree. Eli is a turnover machine and back on the back nine of his career. Definitely agree with you on that one. How about them Cowboys? Dude, you've done enough, man. I love it. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it just yet. I'm going to try and make sure we have it someplace that we can see it. Maybe we'll see if we can figure out how to get it over here, mounted on the side, or maybe back behind me here. The man cave. What do you think? Could that work? Coming to me, or can I call in? Also, wait a minute. I love the gift. Also, will there be a Joby Man? Oh, where will it go? Also, is there a thank you note coming to me, or can I call in? There definitely will be a thank you note coming to you. I need to get your address so that way I can definitely send you something really, really nice to go with that. And I appreciate. Yes, the shirts are 100% cotton, and actually we've got a bunch of people who've already ordered some. They're actually going to be ready on Sunday. So Monday I have some of them going out, and I can't wait to ship them out to you guys. I believe I've got one person ordered 2, so I appreciate that. I'm driving and listening. Really? Be careful, because I'm not worth having an accident over. And how much are the shot glasses? The shot glasses are $7 for those, and plus the shipping on them. If you guys want to get some of that stuff, it's all on my website, cowboyjoeboo.com. You can go there and order them. The shirts. You know what? How about them Cowboys? I may have something better than one of those for you. I've got to go into my box of goodies and see what I got. Our defense next year will be sexy. Go Cowboys. Okay. Blue Stars, just go to cowboyjoeboo.com and you can order one. And I appreciate all that. I just wish the season. Yes, I do have. Landros, anything you want for Joeboo, just go Cowboy Joeboo. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course here, it's all Cowboy Joeboo. So just hit that up and you're good to go. But guys, I got to tell you, I am literally dead. I have not seen my beautiful wife since 5 o'clock this morning. When I got up out of bed, and other than when I walked in the door, she handed me a nice salad, and I came down here and did the show. So I am going to go upstairs and spend some time with her, because without her, I certainly wouldn't be here. So how about them Cowboys? Send me your address so that way I can take care of you. Are my shirts slim fit? Generally speaking, I usually tell people to order like a size up. I mean, this is a 2X right here that I'm wearing, although I'm kind of fat, so they are run a little bit small. So, you know, this is basically the type of shirts that they are. So I don't know if that's considered a slim fit or not. You know, that's kind of a straight shirt. But that's what they're like. And I have large, extra large, and 2 extra large, and 3 extra large on there. So, but if you need something out of the ordinary, because this is just like the first round, after those start going out, then I'll get some more printed up. If you want, like, you know, a small or a medium, or you know, a different size or whatever, a 6XL. Let me check on that and see if he can get one, a 6XL that big. And I will do me a favor, Jamaris White. Go ahead and email me. Go to the website there and contact me, and leave me your name and stuff and email address, and I'll check on that and find out if I can get one that size. Oh, man, like I said, how about the Cowboys? I love it, man. I appreciate it. But anyway, let me go spend some time with my wife before she ends up not being my wife anymore. As always, y'all, I thank you guys for the support. You guys are fantastic. You are basically my getaway from work and all that, because, you know, they always tell me don't quit your day job. And Monday night we'll definitely be live streaming again. I'll be more prepared, ready to go. And as always, thank you guys. Jeremy, dude, you must be a rich dude, man. You have done a lot, and I appreciate it, dude. I hope at some point I get to meet you and at one of these games and stuff, so I can thank you in person. And I hope to meet all of you guys in person for thanking you guys for supporting the Joeboo Sports Report. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Joeboo, who stuck his finger in a light socket. And I want to thank you guys for being part of the Joeboo Sports Report. And I'm